In this section, I'm going to show you how to A/B test delivery times for optimizing them in a fairly simple way. So let's go to my first advanced program. What we're now going to do is, rather than sending a simple campaign to send the email, we're going to create a program within this program. Let's do that. Let's create a new local asset called an email program, and we're going to call it O1 send email. For the program type and the channel, we'll leave it the same. Now let's move it into the campaigns folder. We'll need to do a few things to set this up. Firstly, we'll need to clone this email into that program, otherwise it won't be able to use it. So let's do that. Let's clone this. Firstly, we need to discard the draft because we can't clone it if there's a current draft. So let's clone it, and we're going to clone it into the send email campaign we've created. And for the name, we'll just call it the same thing. Untick the open in editor and click clone. Now we need to approve that email. Now for this campaign, we're going to replace send email with this particular send email. So let's delete this one, and we're going to set it up. So if we click on the send email program, we're firstly going to edit the smart list, and we're simply going to target the same list that the old campaign was targeting. So that was member of list, and it was our test list. Now the next part we'll set up is add A/B test. So this is where we actually do the A/B testing. We'll do the test type, date and time, because what we're going to do now is try two different date times and see which one's most effective. We'll select the email, and what we're going to do, we're going to keep it pretty simple. We'll select a date for it to start. So let's say in 2 days time. So we'll pick the same day, but we're going to change the time. One of the tests we're going to send at 9 a.m. and the other test we're going to send at 3 p.m. We want to know what's most effective in terms of getting people to actually click our email. Now the test sample size, this is how many people will actually get the test. So how it works is, let's say you had 1,000 people in your list, then 10% of them would receive either 1 or 2, so they'd get a test, and you can add extra tests if you wanted to test other times of the day. So let's say we wanted to test at lunchtime as well. So 10% would get one of these 3 randomly, and then depending on a winning criteria, which we'll set next, the rest will get that particular time. It's quite useful. We can test which of these 3 are the most effective times, and then everyone else will get it at a particular time as well. So if we click on next, the winning criteria, we'll leave it as clicks because that's good. And you'll notice that it's asking me to manually declare a winner, which is fine, because all we're interested in is knowing what time is the best, because then we need to manually schedule it for the day after or whatever day we want to run it for. And we'll get a report that's been sent to us. So if we want to get updated, we'll get a report. Since we're setting it on the 17th, let's just say we want to report the next day or maybe 2 days later, a particular time sent to my address. So I'll get a report telling me here are the results of the 3 different sends, and then I can make a choice as to which one I should pick. So if I'm resending the rest of the invites, the other 90% on say the Friday or the next Monday, then I can pick the optimal time for that. And there you go, that's all I need to do. So now this is ready to run, and it will send out these emails.